Yeah.
So today we are discussing radiograph interpretation. So this is which quadrant?
Fourth quadrant.
Fourth quadrant, okay.
And then we are seeing 4-6, 4-7, and then 4-8.
So, landmarks? We generally follow the pattern of radiographic interpretation. So, what are the landmarks that you can see? Yes?
Is this the mylohyoid ridge?
Okay, can you point out to it? Okay, yes, that's the mylohyoid ridge. Very good. Any other landmark? It's okay if you're wrong. Doesn't matter if you give it a ramus of the mandible. Can we see? Yes, very good. You can see the ramus of the mandible, also called as?
Inferior border of mandible.
That would be inferior, right? So what
Body.
Yes?
Body.
Body of the mandible. Okay, the whole thing is the body of the mandible. What else? What is the other name for that? The ascending ramus. Any other? We'll think about it. Okay. Yeah. Any other landmark?
Is this the mandibular nerve canal?
Yes, inferior alveolar or mandibular nerve canals. So, right. So I think is there anything else that could be a landmark, or it could be a finding in this area? Go on. Yes.
Is this the nutrient canal?
Very good. Yes, those are nutrient canals, right? Okay. So now we know the landmarks. So we have. Can you list out what were the landmarks? Nutrient canals.
The ramus of the mandible. Mylohyoid ridge.
And the
Mandibular nerve canal.
yeah. So just for your information, the ramus is also called as the external oblique ridge. Okay, and the mylohyoid is also called as the internal oblique ridge. Ridge. Right? Okay. So any other? Yeah. Now let's start look at the tooth of interest. Can you tell me which is your tooth of interest here?
4-8.
Okay. What is wrong with 4-8?
Impacted.
Yeah, it looks impacted. Yeah, because why do we say it's impacted? How do we know it's impacted?
Because it's erupted not according to the normal.
Okay. Is it erupted at all?
No, partially erupted.
How do you know?
Crown is inside the
Inside the
Bone.
where? Can you point out again? Can you draw the line and show us? Yes, that's why we feel that it is not probably partly. I mean, it's not completely erupted. Okay, part of it must be still inside the entire crown is not completely out into the oral cavity. Okay. Next, is there anything else that is obstructing the path of eruption?
4-7.
4-7. How?
Contact.
Yes, correct. So there is contact in that area, because of which, like you said, if you were to draw the long axis of this tooth, can you point out the long axis of this tooth and the long axis of the adjacent tooth? You see that it's not possible for this tooth to, the 4-8 to erupt. Okay, because there is no path of eruption is obstructed by the 7. Yes. Now let's go to the 4-8. What are you seeing in it of interest? Can you start with the crown? Tell us. There's a restoration. Very good. Okay. Is there only restoration, or is there? How do you know it's a restoration? Yes. How would you describe it? Can you tell that?
it's radio opaque.
Radio opaque. Okay. And is it only radio opaque, or is there something else?
There's a radiolucency around it.
Radiolucency around it. Exactly. So that's the radiolucency. Now, if you were to look at the radio opacity and radiolucency, can you now tell the extent of radiolucency? Okay. Can we first define enamel, dentine, and pulp in the normal tooth?
Yes.
Can you show us? That's the enamel, that's the dentine, and that's the pulp. Okay, so can you draw out the DEJ? Okay, very good. The other side? So close? No, can maybe it has to be somewhere there. Yes. So So where is the pulp? Somewhere there, exactly. So now if you were to apply it to the tooth of interest, can you tell me where is the pulp? Somewhere there, yes? Yeah? Can't really make out. What is the reason why?
Tooth is tilted.
Probably the tooth is tilted. How did you understand that?
Tilted like buckly.
Or we can, based on this radiograph, can you say if it is buccally or lingually tilted? Yes or no? Why not? Yes, it's a two-dimensional, so it's difficult to actually tell which side it's tilted. But you do understand that based on the size of the roots, look at the roots, and look at this, the crown, the marginal. Yes, that makes you feel that your crown is projected in a different direction in comparison to the roots. So probably it's tilted. Okay. Yeah. So let's go back to the radiolucency. What can you draw out the boundaries of the radiolucency? Somewhere there. Yes, very good, very good. So it's not very easy to define enamel and dentine in this particular tooth because everything is overlapping each other. Okay, that means this tooth is probably in bucco version or lingo version, because of which we're not able to see it yet. But then we definitely know that there is a radiolucency, and it probably is involving enamel and dentine. Correct? So, is there anything left that we need to diagnose in this radiograph?
Is this a secondary caries?
Yes, it is secondary caries. Very good. That's an important question. So, this is secondary caries. Yes. So, based on this radiograph, it's difficult to tell whether it's residual caries or secondary caries. You might have to refer back to the history of the patient. Yes. Okay. So, that's about it. Thank you.